Hey guys, this is Scott the Gastric Tiger coming at you here with my week 23 update. This is April 7th, 2014. Have a lot to cover today. Lots about the trip down to Tampa and lots of stuff about that. So let's just get to it. All right, the numbers this week. I had my day of surgery on October 28th, 2013 with Dr. De La Hoya through Columbia Bariatric Services. My high weight back in April of 2013 was 380 pounds. My day of surgery weight was 342 pounds. My weight last week was 262. My current weight is 259, so that's a loss of 3 for this week. A loss in surgery of 83 pounds, and a total loss of 121 pounds. All right. So let's just get back to what I really want to talk about this week, which is the trip to Tampa. I'm just going to kind of walk you through my experience and just a lot of the things that happened. So I left on Friday morning to go down there, and on the way in the airplane was the first big event of the weekend, which was I actually fit in the seat comfortably, and the belt fit on me with plenty of extra room, which anyone who's a weight loss surgery patient, you guys know that's just a huge thing, and it it was a big huge boost to my ego. So that was a great way to start the weekend. Really felt great. So I arrived at the hotel and went up and checked myself into my room, and then came back down and started wandering around. And the first place I went was out to the pool. And this is really when the magic started happening, because I went out there and there was a group of all of my friends out by the pool. I'll admit, to start with, I was a little bit starstruck. You know, the people we watch on YouTube and we follow their journeys. They become such a big part of our lives, but a lot of times we don't get a whole lot of personal interaction with them. So it's hard sometimes to really understand them as people. And I have fallen sort of victim to that. And one of the biggest things I learned this weekend was that people are the people we watch are real people. Anyway, so I went out there, and first person I met was Fat King's Phil. And Phil was sitting there with more of Will and just the whole crew. And I mean, they just took me in and treated me like I was one of them, and just one of the guys. And that was just so big for me. One of the biggest fears I had going down there, because I hadn't really had any personal interaction with pretty much anybody I knew I'd be seeing, was that I wouldn't be part of the group. And it was that fat kid inside of me who was always a little bit on the outside. I thought I would just be on my own, and it was so great, and I'm truly grateful that I made some awesome friends. And Phil handed me a drink, and we just sat there by the pool, and we just bullshitted all afternoon, and that was just the start of a great weekend. So that's really the start of it. Let me just talk about some of the other highlights. We had some great speakers. Really, the conference itself was great. There was a lot of great information, lots of good vendors, lots of good swag that we got. and but a couple of the speakers, in particular the celebrity speakers, were really good. One of them was Carney Wilson of Wilson and Phillips, and she's had the gastric bypass, and not too long ago got the gastric band over her bypass, and she's had moderate success, but her story was very touching because it's a story of struggle, and it's a story of that we all can really relate to. If you've never heard her story, look her up sometime, because I think a lot of people really do relate with her. Really, the celebrity speaker that I most identified with, and I just really felt for her story, was Lisa Lampanelli. And one of the stories she talked about was about how she had a boyfriend who didn't take care of himself, and eventually, to take care of herself, she had to cut ties with that person. And it really made me think about my wife, because my wife is not there with me. And it made me think a lot about how before I had surgery and when I was very unhealthy, and I've talked to her about this since, and she says I'm completely just off base about this, but this is what I was feeling at the time. That I've wasted a lot of time in my life. And I have wasted her time about building a family, about being active, about just being the people that we're supposed to be. We've been married for almost 10 years now, and you know, I didn't think that I let my weight really get in the way of a lot of things, but the farther along I get on this journey, the more I realize that there was some wasted time. But anyway, after Lisa gave her comedy skit, I went up to her room and I wrote a letter to my wife about all that, and had a good cry. It was a very emotionally raw weekend. Then went out by the pool and hung out with everybody. Other highlights this weekend. We had a pirate party, which was a lot of fun. Everybody dressed up as pirates and just danced and partied the night away. It was, and really, the greatest part of the whole weekend really was just the people. I met a lot of amazing people, a lot of people that just really touched me. And a part of me is still there in Florida. I've been dealing with that. It's been a long time since I've been part of a group of friends like that. And for the Tampa crew, you don't know. You don't know what it meant to me to be one of the guys. And just therapy time with Scott here. Just want to send out a sincere thank you to all of you. This was a pivotal weekend for me. I'm not going to view my journey the same way from here on out. I truly know that I'm not alone now. I have friends, real friends, people that I can call and talk to and just go through this thing with. And so I just want to tell you all, I really appreciate it. Okay. So, things I took away from Tampa. Big lessons, life lessons. First one is that these people on YouTube are real people with real problems and real lives. There was a lot of drama there, good and bad. But overall, it was an amazing experience for all of us. Big lesson number 2 is I need to find a way to be more social at home. I need to find a way to make more friends locally and to be in contact with the friends I made in Tampa. I didn't realize how lonely I was. And how much I've been needing friends. So that's big lesson number 2. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, big lesson number 3 is I need to stop beating myself up over things I have failed at in the past. And I need to embrace who I am becoming. Because I know I'm becoming a different person. I'm no longer that fat kid anymore. I'm no longer that guy who has to sit back and watch everybody else live their lives. It's time for me to live. And the fourth big thing, I need to take some chances in my life. With building a family, with lots of things, maybe career, that sort of thing. But I need to start living, and that's probably the biggest lesson I took away from Tampa. So that's really all I have for you guys. I'd love to give a shout out to every single one of the Tampa crew. I'd be here for another 30 minutes talking about every single one of you guys. But I just want to tell you all that I love you and I miss you, and I truly appreciate your friendships. Sorry, I lost you there. So I have come up with a tagline, finally, and so let's test this new tagline out. In closing this week, I just want to challenge you to take the chance to be the new you this week. So, all right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.